Hey guys, it's Mr. Creepyman here. Going to be doing my first tutorial video. Decided that we're going to be talking about masteries today. So starting it off, we're going to be talking mostly about masteries for the AD carry role, or as they phrase it in a lot of the league champion picks, the marksman role. So the first one we're going to be talking about is going straight down the ferocity tree, 18 points into ferocity and then 12 into cunning, taking the keystone mastery fervor of battle. So starting off, obviously you're just going to take fury. Gives you the bonus to 4% attack speed. Because on the other side of the tree, increased ability power doesn't really help you when you're playing a attack damage based carry. So in the next tier of the tree, the one that I like to take is Feast. So killing a unit restores 20 health, and it has a 25-second internal cooldown. Personally, I like taking Feast over Double-Edged Sword, just because as you can see, like Double-Edged Sword makes it so you deal bonus damage, but you also take extra damage. In my opinion, Feast is just better because it gives you that sustain, that extra health back for in lane, so it lets you stay in lane longer, just so you can keep farming up and whatnot. Where in a case with like double-edged sword, it'll let you harass better, but generally you're not being hit by just your opposing AD carry, so you are going to be taking a lot more damage. So in some cases it could work out where you could push them out of lane, but in my opinion, in more cases than not, it's probably going to be the other way around, where that extra damage you are taking will end up having you being pushed out of lane. So the next tier down, I like to take Vampirism. It's plus 2% lifesteal and spell vamp. The spell vamp portion of this doesn't really apply because you're not really hitting with too many spells. You're mostly going to be hitting with auto attacks and stuff like that. So just having the extra 2% passive lifesteal is nice, just because it gives you that automatic health back every time you do hit enemy champions. Just to show what's on the other side of that is natural talent. So it gives you bonus flat attack damage and ability power. There are certain AD carries where it might work well, probably people like Ezreal or Corki, but those are the only two that I could really think of that you might consider taking natural talent over vampirism. Now we get into like the mid-tier ones. They have a little bit better bonuses than the previous ones. So the first is Bounty Hunter. You deal 1% increased damage for each unique enemy champion you have killed. And the second is Oppressor. So you deal 2.5% increased damage to targets with impaired movement. So that slows, stun, roots, taunts, stuff like that. Personally, I like taking Bounty Hunter, just because normally in a game you're going to get at least those 3 kills, or you should be anyways. So after that, it just automatically overpowers Oppressor. And generally, depending on the AD carry you're playing, you're going to be trying to like get people caught out, 1v1 dueling, stuff like that. It does happen on occasion, and if that's the case, then I mean, Oppressor's not really going to help you too much, just because there's a lot of AD carries that don't have slows or stuns or roots in their kit. So then Bounty Hunter's natural passive just kind of helps better. The second last tier in the Ferocity tree now is Battering Blows, which is just flat arm pen, so naturally it's just better. And then onto the Keystone Masteries. So the main one we're looking at right now is Fervor of Battle. You generate stacks of Fervor by hitting enemy champions with attacks and abilities. Your basic attacks deal 1 to 14 physical damage based on your level to enemy champions for each of your stacks of Fervor, up to a max of 8 stacks. And then auto-attacking enemy champions generate 1, and hitting them with spells generate 2. So it's really good for pretty much any AD carry, but it shines above and beyond in like extended team fights. So by constantly hitting people with your spells and auto attacks, it keeps your stacks up and stuff like that. So then you just generate more damage. So basically, the more time you're hitting people, the more damage you do. Not a whole lot else to it other than that. So the other tree or the other spec that you're going to see a lot of people run um, is in a Thunderlord, so it's running into the Cunning tree. I'm going to go more over the Cunning talents right now because I didn't have to before. So as you can see, the Fervor tree here, it's pretty much going to stay the same as running Fervor. So for Thunderlords, the main one you'll be taking is Savagery. So basically, you just deal more damage to minions and monsters. It just makes last hitting that much easier. Secret Stash. Your potions and elixirs last 10% longer. Your healing potions are replaced with biscuits that restore 20 health and 30 mana instantly on use. So essentially, how this one works is it's just a burst of healing and mana back rather than just the straight, like, getting health back over time with the normal potions. Um, this is pretty much like the main one you want to be running. The other ones in this are Runic Affinity. It just makes it so your buffs last longer, but normally you're not going to be running around taking buffs anyways. The other one's Assassin. It's just when no allied champions are around, you do bonus damage. But if you're in like a standard 2v2 lane, there's always going to be like this, excuse me, the support there to help anyways. So the next in the tier is Merciless. You deal 5% increased damage to champions below 40% health. That one's kind of self-explanatory. Their health is low, you deal more damage. Easy peasy. Um, the middle tier talents, it's Dangerous Game, so killing a champion, or sorry, champion kills and assists restore 5% of your missing health and mana. Again, self-explanatory. You kill someone or help kill someone, you get health back for it. The other one in this tier is Bandit. Basically, it's just you gain 1 gold for each nearby minion killed by an ally. Gain 3 gold when you hit an enemy champion. It's more of a support mastery, I guess. Like if you wanted just the extra gold generation, you could take it, but personally, like Dangerous Game is just above and beyond better. So the next one on the list here is Precision. You gain 3 plus 0.3 per level Magic Pen and Armor Pen. Basically, it's just more passive Armor Pen, so your damage, your attacks are going to hit harder and stuff like that. Simple as that. The other one in the tree is Intelligence. Your cooldown reduction cap is increased to 41%, and you gain 1%. There is 5 stacks in that, so it does go up to like a max of a bonus 5%. Depending on who you're playing, you might consider taking it just because with that cooldown reduction, you can cast more spells. So on people like Lucian, Ezreal, and Corki, it might be a little bit better just because you can get off that much more spells. And then the Keystone, this is the main one you're going to see people running if they go this build. It's Thunderlord's Decree. Your third attack or damaging spell against the same enemy calls down a lightning strike dealing magic damage. The damage is 10 per level plus 30% of your bonus attack damage and 10% of your ability power. And then the cooldown is 25 to 15 seconds based on your level. It's, in my opinion, it's good for early game lane dominance. It gives you that extra bit of burst damage on the third auto attack or spell. And then it's just good for a harassment tool and stuff like that, so you can push people out of lane. There's a couple other ones too that you can see people running. So it's like Warlords here. Warlords did end up getting changed recently though, so it used to be based on like how much crit damage you do to people. But now, by the looks of things, it's just based on like your missing health. So, in my opinion, I probably wouldn't run it because like if you're not missing health, you don't generate as much lifesteal, and if you don't have items built, you're not generating as much lifesteal. The other one that I've been running recently is Deathfire Touch. I'm running that one on Jhin a lot recently just because of like the bonus AD that he gets. So this one, what it does is your damage abilities cause enemy champions to take additional magic damage equal to 8 plus 60% of your bonus attack damage. So essentially it's just like an extra burn that gets added to your damaging abilities. So I have had a couple games where just like that extra burn damage does kill people just because they're so low. Um, But yeah, so that's pretty much the main masteries that I like to run. If you do want to see the masteries that I run, I guess more like in depth, so you can read them over, stuff like that, on like an unconstricted time frame. You can look me up on any of like the search sites. So there's like lolking, op.gg, stuff like that. And then just as you can see up in the top corner, the summoner name is Mr. Space Creepy Men. Generally, I stream pretty much every single day. So if you want to come out and see my stream, the link will be in the comment. Hope to see you guys there. And if you like the video, like and follow, and leave a comment on what you'd like to see me do next. All right, take care, guys.